want to welcome Dr. Tammy Penhollow to the program. And she is calling us to talk about hangover cures this morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. So what do we need to know? We've been looking some things up, but what do we need to know from a medical person's perspective?
Well, there really isn't such a magic cure, magic treatment. The real ability of avoiding a hangover or preventing one is not drinking alcohol. But if you're going to drink alcohol, then there are some tips. There are some things that you can do to maybe mitigate the severity of it or maybe decrease the risk of it. So I guess we can talk about prevention strategies, but there's not a magic cure.
Okay.
So honey won't work.
Exactly.
We heard earlier toasting honey would help you.
A couple aspirin before or whatever. It just that nothing's really been shown to work. So
Okay.
Prevention, staying hydrated, before you drink and during, your alcohol, maybe do an alcohol drink and then a water, and that also helps, keep you from being dehydrated, because dehydration symptoms are some of the biggest ones for hangovers: brain fog, headaches, crampiness, even some nausea. Eating food when you're drinking alcohol can also help. It helps slow the absorption of it, and particularly something that's got some healthy fat in it, maybe nuts or avocados, and avoiding things like salty snacks, or even caffeine. Both of those contribute to dehydration. So alcohol, caffeine, and salt are not a good combination. If you happen to get a headache or feel a little bit hungover in the morning, it may sound counterintuitive, but actually getting up and working out the next day, a light workout, can help kind of flush out those toxins. Maybe a light breakfast is also going to help, because in addition to dehydration, you can also get some low blood sugars after alcohol. So getting a little bit of something in your stomach can help. And then another prevention thing would be maybe drinking clear liquors.
Clear liquors?
Clear liquors, rather, the gins, the vodkas, the rums, maybe the Blanco tequila over the whiskeys and cognacs, or the añejo and reposado tequilas. Because there are congeners, there's other metabolites of the alcohol. I mean, ethanol is the main fermentation byproduct, but there are other metabolites, and these congeners are directly related to the frequency and severity of the hangover. So maybe even your choice of alcohol can help.
That's something I've never heard of before.
Yeah, I hadn't heard of it a lot before either. I know personally that I can tolerate Blanco tequila. I cannot tolerate any of the añejos or reposados myself, but that's just even with one drink. And that's another myth, is that, it's all based on drinking to excess, but some people can get a headache with even one drink, or a hangover symptoms with even one drink. So,
well, what about, are you able to tell if what you call the congeners are in the bottle of alcohol that you bought, or is it never in the clear liquors?
They are in the clear liquors. They're there to a much less degree in the clear liquors.
I see. Okay.
Well, there you go. That's a piece of information.
Learn something new.
They ought to put that on the label. This
I know.
has more conjugers than the other stuff, if you can read at that point.
That's a good one. I do like that. Maybe that would get those little scientific geeks like me, and we would change our ways.
And so one of the other remedies, I guess, that they list that we looked up online, and I've heard this for years, and it's hair of the dog, which, I don't know about that.
Yeah. Well, you start to get the symptoms when the alcohol levels get down to almost nothing. So that's kind of something that's a slippery slope, right?
Yeah.
Being able to start the morning as part of our CAGE questionnaire when we're screening for people who might have alcohol problems. That's, do you have an eye opener, aka the hair of the dog? So I'm not sure that that's really a great idea. I would say that the best advice is decreasing the amount of alcohol, preventing it, and then if you do have symptoms in the morning, then, get some food in your stomach, maybe go for a little walk and help metabolize the rest of it and clear those toxins. Get a lot of water in and flush it. I think that's a little bit better than the hair of the dog.
That sounds like a good plan. We have been talking this New Year's morning to Dr. Tammy Penhollow. She is double board certified in anesthesiology, and she's trained in the U.S. Navy. She's also in pain management and is a regenerative medicine specialist. She's a former active duty U.S. naval officer, and she has lived, practiced, and has been deployed around the U.S. and overseas. And Dr. Penhollow, I wanted to ask you about the regenerative medicine. What is that?
Yes, ma'am. The regenerative medicine is based on knowing that your body has the ability to heal a lot of things, a lot of inflammatory conditions such as arthritis or spinal stenosis or tears in your muscles, tendons, and ligaments. So it's really, in a few words, using constructive or rebuilding of these things, your joints, your bones, your discs, instead of destroying them with our traditional therapies. I'm board certified in regular pain management and spent years injecting steroids or burning nerves or things that actually are more Band-Aids than cures. So regenerative medicine is based on saying, okay, we've got these abilities in our own blood and our own bone marrow. Let's super concentrate them in a centrifuge and precisely deliver them to the area of pain and see if we can't let the body do what it's supposed to do.
Oh, that's quite interesting. We'll have to have you back on and discuss that further.
I would absolutely love that.
Well, again, we want to thank Dr. Tammy Penhollow for being with us. And where might our listeners find you on the internet?
They'd find me at my website. It's Precision Regenerative Medicine for a search, but it's precisionmedprp.com. And would love to. I do treat people from all over. They travel to see me, and I am very interested in helping people, achieve their pain and health goals.
All right. Dr. Penhollow, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you. Take care, and again, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
Bye-bye.
Lord, it's the same